Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm alive. Amazing, isn't it? I didn't die in some horrible rocket-related incident. No, I'm fine. I've just had an enormous amount of work on my plate recently. I actually still have a lot of work going on. It's just I have a little bit of time right now to upload a short story to show you all I am still alive. As some of you know, last weekend was the launch of the Artemis X2 rocket, which was being used to test all the experimental recovery systems that will be used on the real Artemis rocket later this year. Last Sunday I uploaded a really cool music video of it containing all the pictures of construction, some video footage of its launch, and of course the onboard camera footage, which is really, really cool. Have you ever seen the world from 10,000 feet in the air? Because now you get to. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, go take a look at it. It is some pretty cool stuff. Speaking of the Artemis rocket, that's one of the main reasons why I've been so darn busy this week. Yes, the Artemis team has decided to kind of change our goals. Originally, our goal for this year was to construct the Artemis 4 rocket, a 25-foot tall, two-stage rocket that will fly at over Mach 4 up to 200,000 feet in the air. How cool does that sound? Well, I can tell you what sounds cooler than that. Our new goal. Because now, rather than going to 200,000 feet, we have decided that we are going all the way to space. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. All the way to outer space, over 100 kilometers in the air. How freaking cool does that sound? I would tell you all more about it, but honestly, I have been rambling on for way too long, and you want your story. So, without further ado, here you go. Trixie discovers she is a genius. By The Delirium. Read for you by ASTRO BRONY. On a normal day, Twilight Sparkle would be able to wake up at her usual time of 6 a.m. She would then wake up her assistant, Spike, and take a shower while he made breakfast. Twilight would then read until 8, or until one of her friends came to her with a problem. It was a very elaborate system that had taken her a lot of time to think of. However, today was not a normal day, and this schedule was not going to be followed. It was 5 in the morning, but Twilight was already wide awake. The cause for the alicorn's insomnia? It would probably be the egotistic blue unicorn pounding on her front door. Even with Twilight covering her head with a pillow, she could still hear the aggressive mare knocking on her door. "Twilight Sparkle!" she cried. "The great and powerful Trixie demands you let her into your home." Finally, Twilight had had enough and decided to rid herself of the problem. Slowly, the mare lifted herself out of bed and trotted to the window. Twilight used her magic to open it and stuck her head outside. Trixie continued to knock on the door with her hoof until a voice made her look up. "Trixie!" she yelled. "For Celestia's sake, it's 5 in the morning! What could you possibly want? If it isn't Twilight Sparkle! Trixie didn't know you would be here. So, we meet again." "But what do you mean you didn't know I was here? This is my house, and you were calling out my name. Don't try to lie to the great and powerful Trixie. She is too smart to have anything pass over her head." "Too smart?" Twilight chuckled. "There is no way I would consider you smart." "Trixie is offended greatly. She is indeed intelligent. She bets she could even be as smart as you, Sparkle." "You as smart as me? Don't make me laugh. There is no way you are my intellectual equal." "Oh yeah? What makes you so sure that you are indeed smarter than Trixie?" "I have an IQ of 200. That's almost impossible to get. I only missed one question on my IQ test," she remarked. "Oh, really? Well, Trixie bets she could take the same test and get a perfect score. That will prove she is smarter than you." "In that case, I'll let you in and you can take it right now." "Can you two please shut up?" yelled an angry purple dragon that had just been woken up. "Some of us are trying to sleep." After Twilight had gone downstairs to let Trixie in, she immediately began searching for the test. Being the organized pony that she was, Twilight found the test, along with a copy of the correct answers, in a matter of seconds. She handed the blank test and a pencil to Trixie. "Okay, Trixie, You will have 1 hour to complete this test. If you somehow manage to get a perfect score, you will have proven yourself smarter than I." Trixie raised one hoof into the air, as if expecting Twilight to call on her to speak. "Yes, Trixie? And if Trixie does not get a perfect score?" Twilight looked at the mare blankly before speaking. "You will have proven that you are not smarter than me." "Oh, okay. Ready when you are." "Great. Your time starts now," Twilight said, as she hit the timer. Over the next hour, Trixie used every ounce of her brain power to complete the test to the best of her ability. One by one, she answered the questions carefully. Trixie blew through the multiple choice, aced the true or false, and finished the short response. By the time the hour was up, Trixie was confident she had gotten a perfect score. "All right, Trixie, it's time to grade your test." "Wait, Trixie thinks it's unfair for you to grade Trixie's test. How does she know you won't cheat?" "Okay, then I guess we'll have to have Spike do it." At the sound of his name, the dragon scurried into the living room. "Spike, take Trixie's test and grade it. Here are the answers." "Gotcha, Twi. I'll be right back," Spike said, as he began to check the test results. Trixie could see the green dragon make pencil marks after every question, but she wasn't sure if it was a check mark or an X. "Okay," he announced when he was done. "I've got the results right here." "So, how many did she get wrong?" Twilight asked smugly. "None." "What?" exclaimed both mares. "It seems that Trixie got every question right. Sorry, Twi." "This can't be. How can I be less smart than Trixie?" she cried as she fell to the ground. Trixie laughed and danced around the library, while Twilight began to weep. "This can't be happening." "Sorry, Twilight, but Trixie has proven to herself to be more smarter than you." "Just smarter." "What?" "More smarter doesn't make sense. You just have to say smarter." "What would you know, dummy? I'm the intelligent one," Trixie said as she continued dancing around the room. "The great and powerful and intelligent Trixie is the smartest pony in all of Equestria." Finally, Spike couldn't hold it in any longer. He suddenly fell to the ground and rolled around laughing. Trixie stopped her celebrating when she saw the dragon's actions. "Why are you laughing, lizard? Trixie has just proven herself to be smarter than your master." Spike sat up and composed himself before answering the unicorn. "I was kidding when I said you got every question right." For the second time, both Trixie and Twilight said, "What? Trixie didn't get a perfect score. In fact, she didn't even get one question correct." "But that means Trixie isn't smarter than Twilight. She's a whole lot more dumber." "Again, just dumber," Twilight explained. "Shut up, Sparkle! No need to rub it in!" yelled Trixie as she began to walk out the door. "Wait, Trixie!" exclaimed Twilight as Trixie stopped to turn around. "If you didn't get one question right, that technically means you have an IQ of 0. That's quite incredible." "Yes, the great and powerful Trixie has amazed you once again!" the unicorn yelled as she galloped out the door. "Well, Spike," Twilight began, "I guess we found the stupidest mare in Equestria." "I guess so." A long silence passed between them. "Want me to tell Celestia about it?" "Definitely." That was Trixie Discovers That She Is a Genius. Oh, that was a fun short little story. Easy enough to get out while I still have a lot of work on my plate. I can't promise, but I'll try my best. Yeah, that sounds better. To get the next chapter, chapter 14 of Vinyl and Octavia University Days, out by this Wednesday. I really hope I can, because I do want to keep doing that story. Just I have a lot of work on my plate. On another note, yes, I know I rambled on in the beginning about the Artemis project, the Artemis system. Well, it's just something that I like to do. It's the other part of my life, other than, just reading ponyfics. If anybody here is interested in rockets, or how they work, or anything to do with physics, or really anything like that, rocketry, just wants to see some of the cool footage and stuff that we do, let me know, because, that's one of the things that I like to do. I would love to talk to you about it. I'd love to answer questions if you have them about launching high-power rockets, because that is what I do. That's why my name is ASTRO BRONY. I am a rocket scientist. I am actually studying right now to be a rocket scientist. Yeah. Well, I have nothing else to say. So, until next time, this is ASTRO BRONY, signing off.